Hello everyone. What if I told you that there is a temple in India where the doors are closed for 3 days every year? Because devotees believe the goddess herself is resting, not because of renovation, not because of a holiday, not because of a festival, but because it is believed that the goddess experiences a natural biological cycle. Sounds unbelievable, doesn't it? At every year, lakhs of devotees travel from different parts of India to witness this extraordinary event, an event known as Ambubachi Mela, and it takes place at one of the most mysterious temples in India, the Kamakya temple. Some people see it as a miracle, some see it as a symbol of feminine power, and some see it as one of the India's greatest mysteries. So, what exactly happens during these 3 days? Why is this temple different from almost every other temple in India? And why has it fascinated people for centuries? Let's find out. Before we understand the mystery, let's first travel to the beautiful state of Assam. High above the city of Guwahati, on a hill known as Nilachal Hill, stands the famous Kamakya temple. At first glance, it may look like another ancient temple, but the moment you start learning about it, you realize this place is unlike any other because Kamakya is not just a temple, it is one of the most important Shakti Peethas in Hindu tradition. And the story behind it begins thousands of years ago. Now, to understand Kamakya, we need to go back to one of the most emotional stories in Hindu mythology, the story of Goddess Sati. According to tradition, Sati was deeply devoted to Lord Shiva, but her father, King Daksha, did not approve of their marriage. One day, Daksha organized a grand yagna. Kings, sages, gods, everyone was invited except Shiva. And when Sati arrived there, she was humiliated, unable to bear the insult towards her husband. She sacrificed herself in the sacred fire. Imagine Shiva's grief. Imagine his anger. According to mythology, Lord Shiva carried Sati's body and wandered across the universe in sorrow. To restore balance, Lord Vishnu used the Sudarshan Chakra, and Sati's body was divided into different parts. The places where those parts fell become sacred Shakti Peethas. Traditional belief says the divine womb and feminine creativity energy of Sati fell at Kamakya, and that belief forms the heart of this temple. Now, here's something interesting. Walk into most temples and you will see a deity's idol. But Kamakya is different, very different. There is no traditional idol. Instead, inside a cave like sanctum, devotees worship a natural rock formation fed by an underground spring. For centuries, people have considered this sacred spot a symbol of divine feminine energy. And this uniqueness is one reason why Kamakya stands apart from almost every major temple in India. Now comes the most fascinating part. Every year, usually during June, something unusual happens. The temple closes. Not for a few hours, not for one day, for entire 3 days. No worship, no darshan, no entry into the sanctum. Thousands of devotees wait outside. Why? According to traditional belief, these 3 days mark the annual menstrual cycle of goddess Kamakya. And during this period, the goddess is believed to be resting. Whether one sees it as faith, symbolism, or tradition, the event is treated with immense reverence. And that event is known as Ambubachi Mela. Think about it. In many places around the world, menstruation has often been treated as something people avoid discussing openly. But here, it is associated with divinity, with creation, with life itself. Many devotees see Ambubachi as a celebration of feminine power, a reminder that creation itself begins through the feminine principle. And perhaps this is one reason why the festival continues to attract people from every corner of the country. Now, Here's something many visitors wait for. After the 3-day period ends, the temple reopens and devotees receive a special red cloth as prasad. This cloth is considered sacred by believers. Many keep it in their homes, some place it in prayer rooms, others preserve it for years. For devotees, it is more than a piece of cloth. It is a symbol of blessings and faith. Now, whenever Kamakya temple is mentioned, another word often appears, Tantra. And this is where many misunderstandings begin. Movies and television often portray Tantra as something dark or frightening. But historically, Tantra is a vast spiritual tradition involving meditation, rituals, symbolism, and spiritual practices. During Ambubachi Mela, many ascetics and practitioners gather at Kamakya. This has contributed to the temple's mysterious image over the centuries. And because of that, stories, legends, and rumors have surrounded the temple for generations. Now, this is important. Some stories associated with Kamakya belong to mythology. Some belong to local traditions. Some belong to personal experiences of devotees. And some historical facts are supported by records and archaeology. The temple we see today was largely rebuilt by the Koch kings several centuries ago. Historians can study the architecture, the inscriptions, the historical records, but matters of faith remain personal. And that is what Kamakya continues to be both a historical site and a spiritual destination. So, what is Kamakya really? A temple, a mystery, a symbol, a story. Perhaps it is all of this. For some people, it represents devotion. For others, it represents feminine power. And for many, it remains one of India's most fascinating spiritual places. After centuries, millions continue to visit Kamakya. Not because they all believe the same thing, but because the temple makes people ask questions. Questions about faith, questions about history, questions about culture, and perhaps most importantly, questions about how different civilizations understand the sacred feminine. Whether you see Kamakya through the lens of mythology, history, or devotion, there is no denying its impact on Indian culture. And maybe that is the real mystery. Not what happens inside the temple, but how a place can continue inspiring curiosity for hundreds of years. I would love to hear your thoughts. Have you ever heard about Ambubachi Mela before? And would you like to visit Kamakya temple someday? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoy mysteries, mythology, hidden histories, and fascinating stories like this, don't forget to subscribe to Silent Tales by Chandana. Until then, stay curious and keep exploring.